Okay, so we have our guest here, Miss Michelle, and you are listening to Up Next Podcast. Currently, it is March 28th, 2022, and here is my guest, and I am your host, Jeezy, and we have the lovely Michelle. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, my name is Michelle, but I go by MC. And then sometimes my family knows me as Tom. So I got
really?
a mixture of names.
Okay. Well, Miss Tom. Okay. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start now, more recent, or go ahead and start from the very beginning?
Okay, so I'll start from the beginning of I've already done this podcast, but unfortunately it didn't record properly.
It didn't, and that's my fault. So that was like the input output. So please forgive me.
No, and I'm trying not to repeat myself here. So anyways, let's just start off. I was born in Orange County.
Right on.
A lot of people are like, when they hear the word Orange County, they're like, oh my goodness, Orange County. Like they get super excited. I don't even know what the excitement is over that, honestly. But I'm going to be real. I don't even remember anything about Orange County. So let's just skip that.
Okay.
So born in Westminster, Orange County, moved to LA, which still kind of don't remember a lot.
Mm-hmm.
However,
tell us about family. Tell us about siblings. You have 2 sisters. Am I correct?
I love my sisters. So I have a little sister. Her name's Vanessa. And then I have Desiree, which is my older sister. But a lot of people confuse me for the older one. And they never see my
maybe how you
younger.
carry yourself. I think that's probably it.
Yeah. I think maybe my life challenges, definitely.
Yeah, of course. So what do you do now? Like, what do you do for a living?
Oh my goodness. Here I go. So for a living, I'm obviously a principal, which was a huge accomplishment of mine, obviously. And I think that if you would have asked me if I would ever become a principal, I would have said, fuck no. Definitely not.
Where did you see yourself when you were growing up as a kid?
You know what? Like I've said before, I would definitely call myself a lawyer.
Okay.
But that's what I do now. So I'm definitely a lawyer for people. So
yeah, you advocate for the people that can't speak up for themselves.
Exactly.
So it's a form of it.
It's my medicine. It's like if I see somebody not being able to speak up for themselves, I will speak up for them or try to help them any way I can. But definitely thought I was going to be a lawyer. Didn't want to do the schooling, but then did the schooling for a fucking principal. So it's just go figure, right? But and then I'm going back to school because now I want to become a high school principal.
Right on. Well, I hope the dream is achieved. Whatever you want to shoot for, I know you're going to do great. So,
we'll see.
Yeah. Tell us more about you, tell us about your family.
Okay, so my family, I'll tell you about my boys, my 2 wonderful, crazy boys that are absolutely insane. So I have a 19-year-old, about to be 20. Wouldn't think so.
What's his name?
Andrew.
Okay.
Andrew, super nice mannerism boy, but nothing like me. His personality is very quiet, timid.
He does tend to be a little quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not like me. But then you have Nathan, which is barely 13. He looks like he's a man already.
He is a grown boy, and
he looks like
he's a man boy.
Yeah.
He's like that gentle giant, very nice, very polite, always great manners. When I meet him, he always introduces himself.
Yeah, he's always respectful.
He always says hello, and he always says hello to Amanda and everyone else. I always see him say hi. So
he's so respectful, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be real with you because I teach my kids to have fucking mannerisms. That's what it is.
Exactly.
It's like I'm all about the guys. You know what? Because I feel like me personally, okay, so don't take it all personal.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of men these days don't have mannerisms. They don't respect a lot of women. They don't respect a lot of elders. And so, like I said myself, you know what?
Some can be like that.
Yeah, I think honestly, 80%.
80%. Well, it's pretty high.
For me, what I witness.
Maybe what you deal with, exactly. I was like,
what I deal
know.
with. I feel like a lot of people don't respect women, whatever, but and respect elders. And so I teach my boys to do that. So, Andrew definitely has mannerisms. Nathan does. But the only problem with Nathan is he's a hothead. Like his mama. Definitely 100%. 100%.
Well, he's still growing, so he's still kind of processing. Sometimes kids that early age, they need time, and sometimes they go to anger. You know, because they can't express themselves, and it's like,
Yeah.
little kids, they fall on the floor, they throw tantrums
Yeah.
because they don't know how to express themselves.
Nathan's
But
crazy
as,
though.
as you get older, you will learn how to
He's
better
insane.
express
Nathan's
yourself.
insane. He's like, who's talking about you, mom? Who said that about you, mom?
Oh, he's
You want to tell him
eager
something,
to
you know?
defend you.
Oh man, 100%.
Very
And I'm
chivalrous.
yeah, I can't say anything around him because then he'll just want to fight everybody, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you remind me of myself. Jeez, I was like, calm down.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Kids are a reflection of us. You know.
Oh God,
It's
he's
like,
definitely.
they're like little sponges, so they just want to kind of see what you do, monkey see, monkey do, and
Yeah.
they just kind of copy what you do.
Yeah, definitely. And our whole world's shifted over the last 6 months, I want to say. So definitely our characters are all being challenged right now. I mean, all of ours.
Yeah. So, this is 2022, and we've all
Yay.
gone through the pandemic. So tell us a little bit about you, and what was your experience like during this whole lockdown process? Just kind of curious.
Honestly, I don't think you're going to like it.
Why? What was
I don't think anybody's going to like it. So during the pandemic, when it happened, I had that's when I first came up with the fuck it. I just didn't give a fuck anymore. I the mask wasn't ideal. I know people would be against me and say, wait a minute, it was for, health and to live. And I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I felt like the more, I've always been a rebellious ass person. Super fucking rebellious.
So what?
So if you tell me to wear a mask, I'm like, fuck you. If you say
CDC guidelines tell you, hey, can you please be kind? Not spread
if I see a stop sign, I'm not stopping.
Don't spread your germs. Don't sneeze.
Yeah, you know what?
So,
I don't know. I just came fucking rebellious, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wear a damn mask. And it was funny because people would wear a mask, and they were trying to make it so mandate, which they did. And I was like,
it's a courtesy thing.
yeah, no,
That's
and even the
least you
courtesy, I
can
couldn't even have respect for it. And so I walk in, I would say, fuck it. Like I had a fuck it attitude, but I was happy because you know what?
Well, let me ask you this: did you catch COVID?
100% I did. 100%.
Well, maybe you should have wore that mask.
And you know what? I should have wore the mask, but I didn't. Not even a butterfly one. I was, I had a fucking duck it moment. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. So I caught it. But you know what's funny? I know it's gonna sound fucking strange, but I wanted to catch it. It was kind of like I wanted the antibodies. I was like, fuck it, it's gonna come to me.
So you wanted to go through it?
Yeah, I wanted to go through it. I was like, fuck it.
Crazy how people went through it and they didn't even catch it at all.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's like I have a friend or two that I know that's like, wow, you didn't catch it? Like, no, didn't catch it.
Yeah. Well, now I don't even treat the disease like a disease. I'm like, it's like a fucking cold to me. But then I'm like this. I treat people like that now. So I'm like, stay 6 feet. Stay 6 feet fucking away from me.
I did love that part of the pandemic. It was like, you know what? Let's antisocial. Let's stay away.
You know what? Some people are naturally antisocial, though. I'm learning that. Oh my God.
They are.
They're so fucking crybaby-ish.
For introverts, it was like heaven. So it's
I know.
You didn't have to deal with people. You could be on camera or not be on camera, as long as they could hear you.
Yeah.
As long as you could work remotely.
Yeah.
I went through it I traveled a lot, so it was
so did
crazy.
I during that time frame. I was like, fuck it.
Well, for me, it was for work. It was
not
like
me.
They threw me like, hey, we're since you don't have to work, we're gonna send you over here to the middle of nowhere. And then I was in Reno, and then it was just kind of like, all right, you can work from home. And then, I was in downtown LA. It was all over the place. Yeah,
you know what? I'm super, like I said again, I'm super fucking rebellious.
You are.
And if you say go right, I'm going to go to left because I want to know what's in the left. Why do you want me to go to the right? I want to go to the left. What's going on in the left? And so, that you know what? In that time frame of COVID, I swear to you, I traveled so much.
Did you?
I traveled. Yes, I did.
Probably,
I mean, I went to Laughlin. I went to Mexico.
I was afraid to travel, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, because I was in airports and I had to go to Reno and I had layovers.
Were you terrified? Were you terrified of the disease? Literally?
Again, because we didn't know a lot of information.
Yeah, but were you scared of death?
Not so much that.
I'm not scared of death.
It was just I don't like being sick. Who likes being sick?
No, I don't like being sick, but it was in this case, it was like you could go to sickness to death. So for me, I was like, I'm not afraid of death. Like, fuck it. You know what? Shit.
Okay.
At this time, I was like,
but your kids over here, on the other hand,
yeah,
they're gonna be like, Mama, no.
Hey, it is what it is. Like, you can't stop the inevitable. I always tell people, I fucking tell you, if shit's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. You cannot stop the inevitable from happening. So you know what I said? I said, fuck it. And I learned to live with the fuck it, duck it moment, you know? I was like, I don't care. Like, I want to live. Now, some people wouldn't understand that expression that I say.
Yeah.
I feel like I've preached that so much time in my life. I'm like, just live. And people are like, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Live. You know, but they don't get it because, I mean, let's be real. I mean, from what I'm witnessing, this new generation, God forgive me, they're a bunch of fucking crybabies. And so they didn't live the fucking hard knock like we did. They have it fucking easy. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Well, they live off of goddamn social media. I'm trying not to. I find myself in the same shit, in the same boat as that.
It's not that they have it easy. They just have more pressure on them. So they're a lot more
pressure
fear.
My ass.
There's a lot more fear. And that's why you hear more about anxieties, mental health. You hear more about like body dysmorphias and imaging. So it's a real thing. You can like oversimplify it and probably just call it that, chalk it up. But honestly,
you know what? You know why I do that? You know why I'm like, they're fucking crybabies?
Why?
Or depressed, or there's something to be fucking depressed about. Because think about it, Jeezy. In our time frame, if I acted depressed, if I acted sad, if I didn't clean a fucking certain dish, my dad would beat the shit out of me and be like, get the fuck up and handle your shit, put on your big girl pants and do what you need to do. Put on your big girl pants. You know what? I didn't have any like hand-me-downs. Everything I worked for because my dad pushed me or my mom pushed me to be the best. I mean, I don't want to really say my mom because I never had that type of relationship with her, so I can't really blame it on that, but I want to say definitely my dad pushed me to be at my best. And so like for me, I don't, a good thing. Let's be real,
honestly,
back in the fucking day, we didn't have platforms like this, like Instagram, Facebook, fucking Snapchat.
No, you know
we
what
didn't
it
have
was,
all
the
that
platform?
shit.
It was like you had to write a handwritten note and
Thank
you would hand it to somebody. You'd be like, passing notes in the class for those younger audience that don't know. I mean, that was our form of texting, was those little notes.
Yeah.
Little notes you would just hand back and forth in class. Yeah. And, you know, some people would get fancy with it.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't get any notes because I wasn't liked in high school.
Oh,
just kidding.
I'm sure you would. Yeah.
I know. I'm lying.
Yeah, I was like, you bullshitting. Why are you bullshitting?
I'm just kidding. I got a lot. But you know what? I just wasn't interested.
You know what's funny?
I wasn't interested.
I passed the notes and all that jazz, but...
As a guy,
I was oblivious. I thought
Were you in love at that age?
No, I thought I was just like talking to friends. Like I was always like coming from that angle where it's just, I'm just talking to friends. And I thought the girls I was talking to at the time, they were just my friends. But kind of thinking back on it, I'm like, man, I really was dumb. I didn't realize it. Like, the chick liked you. Why didn't you ask her out? But you know what? A lot of the things were held from fear. So fear holds us back from doing the things we truly want.
You know what? That's where I'm living at right now. Fear. I like how you said that. It holds you back from doing a lot of things that you want. Yeah, it's a
ball and chain. So it prevents you from really taking off and experiencing life.
I like how you said that. You were like, you know, when you were young, dumb, and you went into these relationships like, damn, this girl used to like me. But you know what? I didn't see life like that. I saw life like, there's these guys that like me, whatever. But honestly, it was just my super fucking independence that couldn't get me to go further. It just was like, I want what I want, not what you want. You know what I mean? So, like, honestly, I didn't see things like that. I wanted to play soccer. I wanted to be in the cheerleading, you know.
Did you do those things?
Yeah. And I wanted to be in wrestling. And wrestling.
You did wrestling?
Yes. 100.
Really?
I won second place. National.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is new to me. So this is great. These are the kind of things is the reason why I'm starting this platform, because I want to get to know the people that I interact with. And even some of the people I don't interact. I want to be able to, like, just know more about them.
You know what? Some people claim that I was really popular, which...
Well, I'm pretty sure you were.
I mean, maybe.
You probably had a big old crew and friends and everybody surrounding
you. You know, maybe so. I still have them, but, you know, and then people claim I'm still popular. But you know what? People don't understand what they fucking fail to really understand about me.
What's that?
Is that, yes, I might be somewhat, but I'm also like you know what? I hate saying this, but I'm like the counselor.
Okay.
Of my
circle.
Yeah, 100%. I'm like the upbuilder. I'm the fucking like the go-to. Hey, Michelle, I need you for this. And you know what? I'm fucking loyal and I'm down. You know what I mean? But I cannot tell you that you guys are the same because you're not. And you know what? It's disappointing because let's be real. Any human that gives wants somewhat back, a somewhat, at least respect or
there's a
something.
Balance. There's a give and take. So we always have
Give
to
and
take
take.
everything.
I love that.
Everything has the balance. So as much as you give, or as much as you take, you have to give. So,
you know what? I don't honestly, and I'm not just saying this to bullshit. I think I'm very real when it comes to this. I don't take shit from anyone, meaning that not like literally, but I don't ask anybody for a handout. I think the only people that
very independent of you. I'm kind of the same way. So I feel
but
you
you
on
know
that
what?
one.
I do have people that I do confide in. Like you're one of them. I think you're one of the realest people I ever fucking met in my life.
We've been friends for a very long time. So yeah, it takes years to earn
over
trust
20 years.
Yeah, a couple decades. More than we're about to admit. Man, I'm gonna turn 40 like next week. So
oh my god, don't remind me of that. I mean, I'm still young, 37. So I mean, I don't want to say like I'm super young, but dude, you know what? In our age, there has to be some fucking respect. Meaning, we've been through it, we've been there, done that, and then I don't feel like anybody. And let's be real, you tell me if I'm wrong in here.
Go ahead. I probably will point it out. But go ahead.
Do you feel at your age, because you've been through the fucking ringer with people? I mean, you're talking about relationships. You're talking about friendships. You're talking about even relationships with your family members.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you can be played at this time? Or do you feel like you see the tricks of all things? The jackals of all things?
I mean, you have to have a good judge of character. You have to have a good bullshit detector.
That's
as far as this point in my life, you 100. Keep those that are closest to you in your circle. So probably the ones that aren't around, they're around for a reason.
Oh yeah, 100.
That's what I mean. And if you're barely new to this circle, it's like it's like you're on a
timer, a fucking timer.
Well, not so much.
Hey, will you succeed the fucking circle?
You're still what do you call that? When you get a new employee, the
like you're on probation.
Probation. There you go.
You know what? I feel like that. I feel like there's people in my life right now on probation.
I don't know about you yet. I'm still getting to know you. If I could trust you with something, or maybe if I confide in you, maybe. But,
maybe. Hey,
yeah, you just gotta have, especially when you're bringing new people into your circle, you gotta just be careful who you let in.
I like how you say that.
Because
100.
I always say, yes, you have to have your walls up, but you also have to be the bouncer. You have to decide who you let in, and then who's ever starting trouble on your side, inside your heart, inside your circle, you gotta bounce them out as soon as they start. And
easier said than done, but I totally agree with you on that. Everything you fucking said, there's no misconstrued. You're right. So I think honestly, that's where I'm at in life right now, is differentiating, I can't even say that word, of like I'm weeding in and out, like the positive, the negative. And honestly, it's crazy because I always go back to the same shit. I'm like, dude, my circle is my circle.
It's the constant test, you're as long as there's breath in your body, you're always going to be challenged. And 100. It's always a test. It's always every day. Where there could be the stupid thing like someone cutting you off in traffic or flipping you off, whatever. It's your judge of character.
I don't know if anybody can cut me off these days because I do own a Camaro now. But I'll tell you one thing. There's a hell of a lot of motherfuckers trying to race me. And I'm like, yo, I just want to drive. I just want to drive like an old ass fucking lady on the freeway with my top down. And it's funny.
Gas is expensive, so you take your time.
Oh my God. $100 fill up.
So just to give a snapshot of today, this is, again, March 28th, 2022. Gas prices are ridiculous.
Damn, I want to
There's conflict with Russia and Ukraine, and that's supposedly what's driving the prices. But I drive electric, so that shit don't bother me.
A lot of people know that I know about Russia. That's for sure. I'm I'll say it secretly, subliminally, double agent here.
Okay, sleeper agent activated.
Yeah, there you go. So, I definitely know what's going on in the world today. I mean, I'm super aware.
Mindful. Yeah,
we're super aware.
Gotta be mindful.
And it sucks because, in my position that I'm in, not everybody, subliminally, not everybody, how do you say this?
Say it. What?
Subliminally. I'm in a hard place right now, like to know about the world and to be aware of a lot of things, that the generation coming up doesn't really know. They only know the 9 to 5 or the fucking 11 to 7. You know what I mean? The 11 to 7. So it's kind of like they're oblivious. It's like
Well, for them,
let's be real.
Their circle is small of what they care. And
yeah,
right now,
they're just working to work. So you work to work, and you don't even fucking own your own shit. I mean, God forgive me. I'm not being mean. When I was 18, God knows that I own.
Where were you at 18?
Oh, fuck, I love that you asked that. At 18, I was no longer living with my parents.
Same.
I was on my own, my very own. Okay. And so it wasn't easy.
Here's the trick with that. I get it. Like shit was cheaper for us back then, but inflation has created like a stress where you can't even rent or buy.
But it's drive. Where's the drive though now?
There's a drive. These kids are hustling. I mean, I feel like I keep having to stick up for these kids. But
yeah, you do, because I see different.
Here's the thing, because you know what? I'm maybe a little more sympathetic because I see it's not always cut black and white. There's shades of gray. And in those shades of gray, you got to.
Hey, are we talking about 50 Shades of Gray here? Wait, where is this going?
No, we're not there yet.
So
I mean, this is the generation that you have more of ability, because guess what? Now you can remote work and work multiple jobs.
Yeah, that's true. But look at no leniency, man. No leniency, Jeezy.
Her best friend Raven, she's working 2 full-time jobs. Wow. She's working remotely.
What the fuck?
This is for us because we grew up with technology. We grew up with the computer. We grew up with the internet.
You think we grew up like that? No, we grew up with fucking pagers and flip phones and
I remember dial-up. I was there. Fucking Net Zero, free trials, AOL.
Stop.
I grew up with that technology.
Stop.
I was there with the little black and green screens.
Do you remember the little fucking flip disc that you throw in the fucking thing? The floppy disk. Yeah, you throw that. See, that shit was whack. Dude, but you look at these fucking, even ourselves. I can't say these kids. We have everything at the palm of our hands right now. I mean, you take technology. I can send a fucking message to somebody, and it gets served in a heartbeat.
I mean, I drive, I close deals, I send off proposals, I inquire about stuff. All while I shouldn't be driving, but I do sometimes. Or when I'm at work here at home, and I can multitask several things. I could write up proposals. I could do this, and it's the speed of it.
Yeah.
Because the technology's there. It's on a platform. It's on a software that I could operate that much faster. Yeah. Like my thoughts could in the computer could like match it. Word for word.
I want to ask a serious fucking question. Even though you're not on the spot, I'm supposed to be on the spot.
This is what I want. This is the platform. It's an open conversation. Ask questions. I ask questions. It's a conversation.
At this point in my life,
what?
I mean, I've kind of ruled over social media. I'm energetic as fuck. I mean, I show who I am. I threw myself out there, okay? I threw myself out there.
Okay.
But my thing is this. Is social media really worth posting everything? Meaning this. Do you really think there's people out there who give a flying fuck what you're really doing?
No. Here's the thing.
Exactly.
Here's one thing I've always said, because I'm full of quotes and just fucking useless knowledge, but here's one of them again. So, never underestimate the ability for someone to not care.
Yeah, no,
but on the
100.
flip side of that coin, never underestimate the ability for somebody to care.
Yeah.
So, it works both ways. Like I always said, you have to have a good detector of things. You have to realize who's your people and who's not. Who's fucking with you, who's not.
I fucking love that you said that. You just said you have to realize who's your people and who's not. Mm-hmm. You know what? I think in this last fucking...
Who's your audience?
Dude.
Like right now, it's like, who's going to be listening to this? Who's going to be like, oh man, I heard that. And
hey, you know what, Michelle? Hey, you know what? I heard your shit and I fucking still hate you. Hey, I'm still hating on your life, so fuck you. So that's how I feel, sometimes.
No one hates, but no one will straight out
tell you they hate. And 100.
They'll just ignore you or just not say anything. Or
hey, you're saying the truth right now.
Maybe they'll throw stones at you even though they're in a glass house. It's that expression.
You know what? What I've learned though, I mean, what's so beautiful about this whole experience in my life, I've learned so much in the last fucking 6 months of being separated from Caesar. So a lot of people out there
always be learning.
Yeah, a lot of people out there right now don't know. Let's just say, but I have been separated with Caesar. Excuse me, like
Caesar being your husband.
Yes, exactly, for 6 months. After the split, I've learned so much about myself, and I've learned so much about the world. Mm-hmm. I've learned so much about my inner circle, about like the people in the trying to come in the circle, and then people trying to be a part of my life, and then against my life. So and I realized no matter how much you help somebody,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how much you put yourself out there to make sure that they never feel the same pain that you do, that those people can possibly put you in the pain that you're trying to take them out of.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've experienced. And so like, and I have like literally said to myself, like, how is this possible? How am I during this time frame in my life going through this shit? So, and that's where it all came about. The greatest fucking quote that Michelle could ever give you was, fuck it. So I started living a fucking life. I started saying, you know what? I realized what it is.
You could throw caution to the wind.
Yeah.
And you could say fuck it. But also keep in mind.
But I have a good heart.
You are a professional woman.
Yeah.
And you do
100.
have choices that will affect the people around you. Family, friends, acquaintances, co-workers, etc. So yes, there is a fucking mentality because you don't want to overthink what people are thinking. Or in other words, their opinions that are going to persuade your opinions on what the actions you do. But always keep in mind those things. So yes, throw caution to the wind but again, it's like you have to have your own choices.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, they're your choices, and whatever you do, that's your choice.
You're right, because you know
what? You have a good friend like Jeezy here to give you that good advice and help you out when maybe you're overthinking something.
You know what's funny? I am definitely an overthinker, but you know what though? It's a fucking gift though. Whether people want to acknowledge it or not, I'm definitely an overanalyzer. So you know what? One thing that I've noticed is that. And I hate this 100%.
What?
And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm telling you 100% the truth. I can't be played, man, because I overanalyze shit. I overlook shit 100% in my life. And so like, and then I have like friends. So when I reach out to like certain friends and tell them about certain shit, they're so fucking smart like me. Like there's a reason why I have a certain group of friends. There's a reason why we all connect. Like you know, Jeezy, you're so fucking, for me, you're super wise and like just smart and you're ahead of the game. I just read
a lot of fortune cookies. So a lot of this is just coming off of fortune
Damn
cookies.
It.
I like Chinese food.
You know what? I think I need to start doing what he's doing. Just saying.
No Chinese food for me.
Hey, you know what? That's where I found it. That's where I found it. That's where I found the fuck it. In Chinese food.
There you go.
No,
great ancient wisdom.
Right? No, you know what? So, but you know what? Going back to like my accomplishments, going back to who I am, you know what? I always said, man, when I start a podcast like Jeezy does, my shit's going to be, one of the greatest sayings again that I say, I am who I am. Because I feel like people are not willing to accept you, who you are. They're either jealous of who you are, jealous over what you do. And you know what? I refuse to be like that. I always said, I just want people to be who they are. I want to see them succeed. I want to see them live. I want to see them, I want to encourage them to be at their best.
Absolutely. As you should.
I just wish everybody was like me.
That's the mark of a true friend, and that's the mark of of someone that really cares.
Yeah, I really do truly care for people. I really truly do. I mean, it's getting harder these days to care for people, but I truly fucking do. I know that I push them to be at their best. Maybe not all the time because I can throw my own fits in between the process of things, Yeah, but like,
of course.
I'm getting a phone call right now. It's Brooke. Brooke, stop calling me.
Well, you'll call her back. Tell her that, hey, you're on the podcast. Unless you want to put her on speaker and put her on the show.
Okay, I'll put her on the show.
Or if she wants to do it, she could be a next guest if you like. I was
telling
Brooke. Your sister.
Are you still at work?
No, I'm not at work. I'm on a podcast. Can I call you back?
Yeah, I just don't want you to forget.
I'm not going to forget. Oh, it failed.
Failed? Oh, yeah. I have bad reception here, so I'm sorry. Remember, I told you my Wi-Fi, so...
No, it's all good.
It's super easy to put on.
If she calls back, it's all good. Well, at least she was on the air for a little bit. So she got a little bit of air time. But,
or I could just edit that out.
Because it didn't sound right. But you know what? Going back to like, even childhood, I think...
tell us a little bit about it. What stands out to you?
Wow.
Or I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you had a point. No, you're right. What stood out to me?
You had a point you were going at, right? I'm sorry.
My point was this, is that a lot of the way I think is from my childhood.
Okay.
my fighting walls and who I am, like the fighter that I am, the continuance of the goal deranged person that I am, comes from like wanting to accomplish so much, you know, and the acceptance that I didn't have as a younger child, or like maybe, I don't know, like, you know, a lot of people think like, oh my God, your mom and dad were like always there, you know, and I'm not saying that they weren't in a certain sense, but you know, my dad, he worked night crew. My mom, she fucking was never there, like, cause she was working or whatever the case. So we kind of just went off on our own.
Freedom during that time.
You know what? I don't want to say I had a lot of freedom. Dude, I want to say when I was 14, I fucking had nothing but freedom. I was like the craziest child you could imagine. You know, I'm talking about I was drinking at the age of 14. I mean, I was driving at the age of 14.
I think we all started around that time.
Really?
That's when you kind of well, I mean, me, right around 14, 15. But, you know, it's the adolescence phase of it. We all try things. We're around people that are trying things. Yeah. So we all just, like, you know, kind of like encourage each other to kind of do stuff, or kind of peer pressure each other. It's all part of growing up. As long as you do it in small doses, it's healthy growing up, doing it that way.
I don't know, and you said this to me before, I don't know where this comes from, but is definitely, I have a really harsh word that I like to use that I hold people to, is loyalty. There we go with that loyalty.
That is, you like to beat your drum on that word, and
you don't see
I wish
it anymore.
I could wrap my head around that, because I don't know, you have your perspective on how you view someone should be loyal. Yeah. And for you, I think it's an obligation. For me, I expect no obligation from somebody, because it's like, but people want to do because they want to do.
I'm learning that, is loyalty really a real thing anymore?
It is. But it's got to come from a genuine heart. You're
right. And a lot of people don't have genuine hearts. Let's be honest. A lot of people have selfish, fucking self-centered hearts.
Well, it's feel like, okay, I'm going to do this for this person because I'm going to get something in return.
Thank you.
That doesn't so much come from a genuine. If it's something like, okay, you know, they had my back on this, so I owe them this. They feel like,
there's none of that, though.
Honorable way to kind of be like,
there's none of that anymore, dude. I've had so many people's back. Well, I don't want to say there's none of it, no, because that would be a lie.
It's just, again, your perspective, your point of view.
You know what? I like I said, I think I've just been through a couple of relationships now that, like, you know, that I've had their back, and they're kind of like, thank you, fuck you, kind of thing, you know, like. That's how I'm perceiving at least, you know? And so, like, for me, it just teaches me a lot about the world. It teaches me a lot about, you know, the generation, the different steps of generations. And then it teaches me about, like, our generation. Like, you know, when I go to, like, my friends or family, like, for instance, like in our age group, we are completely different. Our mindsets are completely different. Oh, my God. So different. And I'm so grateful for that we're still, like, in that hardcore setting of, like, being there for each other. And that's when the loyalty does come in to play with me, you know. And I still I have hope, because I'm like, you know what, I just hope, like, whoever can counsel or give that advice to, that they would be better than what they are. There's I don't know, that's just my hope, I guess.
Well, I mean, when you counsel people, it's like they could take it, or they could leave it. A lot of times, 9 out of 10 times, they'll probably just listen to it, take it with a grain of salt, and just leave it where it's at. Because
that's so true.
Here's the thing I've learned too. So I'm full of more fucking fortune cookie wisdom. But another one that goes, it's like, you could tell somebody, hey, that fire's hot, don't touch it. And until they touch it and realize it and respect the heat of that flame and fire.
Oh, I like that.
Then they'll realize,
damn, I shouldn't have touched it.
I shouldn't have touched it.
I should have just listened.
So it's the part of growing up. It's the part of just growing. Even us at this age, I mean, I'm still learning. I don't have it figured out.
Me too.
And here's the thing you have to realize. No one is perfect.
You know what?
People are going to go through it.
Thank you. And I like you said that, because you know what, Jeezy, let's be 100. I mean, I agree with that 100%. Every human being is allowed to fail. Every human being is allowed forgiveness. Everybody is allowed something, okay? They're human. You're right.
Yeah,
but
they're human.
Honestly,
they're allowed to make
this
mistakes.
Is where I see my life at. I see my life as there's these expectations that are so fucking high that people hold me at. there's these that I can't fail. That Michelle can't have an attitude. She can't have a bad day. She can't have a lazy day. What? She doesn't want to work out. What? She doesn't want to talk to me. What? She's MIA from fucking Snapchat to Instagram to fucking Facebook. Like, what's going on with her?
Sounds like a whole lot of overthinking there.
So it's kind of like, honestly, it's like, you know, and I've even heard from like, you know, Caesar himself, like, you know, definitely people expect way too much from you. And I was like, damn, it's because I put myself on this level that I can't seem to like dummy down, you know?
I guess like you've always had that stability, that stable
leadership.
Yeah. It's like, you know, people count on you for things.
Yeah,
people,
that's true.
You know, just come to you for advice or
yeah,
just
and
help.
I love it.
And you know, it's not a bad thing. You know,
no,
and
it's not.
I get it. You expect the same courtesy in return.
I don't, because I feel like, and all due respect, when I say this, all due respect.
So you don't expect that?
I don't
isn't
expect that.
Your loyalty?
No, my
word?
loyalty is like,
Isn't that what you?
No, my loyalty doesn't come in from that. My loyalty, when I say stuff like that, is like in return for me doing whatever I do to you. It's just give me your respect and love. That's all I'm asking for. Don't give me anything else. Don't even give me advice. You don't even have to fight for me if I get jumped, okay? Like, it sounds crazy as fuck, but just give me your love and respect. So anytime I'm there, that love and respect is there. You know what I mean? There's never a disrespect. There's never a diss.
I get it. And I would expect it, you know, just like
I mean, it's common sense.
Yeah, just like everything else, it's like, you know, respect and love has to be earned. So as long as you're putting in what you put in,
dude, I put in too much.
You're taking
sometimes.
what you take out. So if it's being reciprocated and properly, you know, just, you know, you're given that time, effort, energy.
I feel like I just don't have a time. Like for me, like being Michelle, and you know, having that leadership and having that like the integrity or that name, I don't have time to be a bitch. I don't have time. And you know what? Like, I like to pride myself over being the fucking lion. Like, I'm like a fucking lion, you know? And my dad, that's what he taught me, just to be a fucking lion. But there's sometimes even a lion has to sit down. He has to sit down. And there's even times where a lion gets fucking tired.
Oh,
I don't care how king of the jungle you fucking are.
It's funny, I heard a quote, again, more fortune cookie wisdom. But it's kind of like the lion's not the biggest animal. The lion's not the fastest animal.
Dude, I just posted that. That's funny. I love that.
The lion is respected, you know, just
he is,
because he's still the king.
He's the fucking lion.
I know I probably butchered the quote, but
no, so the lion didn't actually, let me tell you how the quote goes.
Okay, well, how does
the quote says this. It says the lion is not the fastest because the cheetah's the fastest.
Yes, correct.
The lion's not the biggest because the elephant's the biggest.
Correct.
And the lion's definitely now I got it all twisted. I'm trying. So, you know, it is definitely you know, not the smartest, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But anyways, going back to these animals, it all differentiates back to, it doesn't matter because it was the mentality that the fucking lion had that made the lion, the fearlessness, that he didn't look at the biggest, he didn't look at the fastest, he just knew that he was the fucking bravest and the most fearless. And that's what the lion boiled down to. Well, so when I call myself the lion,
but the lioness is over here doing all the hunting.
Yeah, well, fuck the lioness. I don't want to be the lioness. I don't hunt. You know, and that's where I get he
just procreates and he does his shit.
You know,
and
fuck
he just
that.
sits on his throne.
You know, and that's why you could definitely say I'm definitely unique. And they always say, like, dude, you're just not like a chick. Like, what is up with you? You know, you're not the hunter. You're not the gatherer. You're like the fucking boss, you know? Okay. And so, like, I pride on that because
it sounds to me like you command respect. Where respect is due.
Oh, thank you. Where respect is fucking due. And so I would tell you the truth that I don't think I would have these attitudes if it weren't for my dad. So my dad literally raised me like a boy.
Good influence.
Well, no, because he raised me like a fucking boy. He wanted a boy. Okay. So that's why they used to call me Tom, because my dad would he would rough me up. And
well,
then
I do remember, yes, growing up when you were younger. Yeah, you were definitely more tomboyish.
Yeah.
And you had this really tough exterior, like this, you know, like that chip on your shoulder. So yeah, you've come a long way.
It's still there. Chip on my shoulder is still there.
It's still there, yeah. But you've come a long way. You know,
I have.
You've opened up to your femininity side of things.
Yeah, I did.
And now
I'm wearing bows, glitter.
You're wearing a bow, exactly. I was like, okay. Old Michelle would have been like, well, what the fuck's a bow? Like,
right? What's a bow? I'm not wearing
that shit. You gonna make fun of my bow? Fuck you. I'll fuck you up.
That's comedy. But you know what's funny about that is, skipping past all the bullshit.
Go on.
Even though that I feel that I'm the lion in somewhat sense, I lost being the lion over the last 6 months. I'm going to be 100%. I have literally lost that part of me. But it was a good thing because it made me see a different side of me. It made me see, like, what do you want, Michelle? If you're not the fearless fucking lion throwing people left and right out of your life, that should be out of my life, that should be honestly counseled out of my life from the negative that they have thrown at me. But I said to myself, what could you do different? What could you do that the world has never done or doesn't like to do? So I catch myself, even on my posting says, love always wins.
Love always wins.
So I decided, you know what? I want to go back to being that fearless person. Like, I want to have that exterior that my dad always taught me. But then I want to say, love always wins. I want to be loved because the world just doesn't have enough of it. We throw each other away like there's no tomorrow. We dismiss each other's feelings. If I don't get what I want, or if I don't have what I want from this individual or whatever, guess what? You're no fucking good to me. You're trash. And it's wrong. It's a wrong way of thinking. It should be like, you know what? I love you, man. You've done so fucking much for me. Like, how could I fucking repay you for the things that you've done? The way you've made me feel at times when I wanted to just exit out, when I thought I couldn't go anymore. Like, what could I do for you? Yeah. And you know what? And so I find myself being the energy that the world needs. But sometimes I can't always be, I'm not gonna lie. But I
can't always be on.
But yeah, I can't always be on. But 95% of the time, Jeezy, I'm trying to be on.
Okay. But you don't have to burden yourself with
for
the
others.
shoulder. It's kind of like what's that? Yeah. Atlas, the Titan. Yeah, carries the weight of the world on his shoulders.
That's me.
It's like you don't always have to carry it.
Yeah. But I feel like, can I say something? Because you know what? Let me tell you something. I told my nephew, Junior high. So I told Junior.
Tell them what?
I told Junior, I said, you know what? Because he agrees. He always says, like, Thea, why do you have to give a fuck about all these people and their fucking problems? Like, yeah, seriously. Yeah, he's straight up. Like, fuck them. They don't give a fuck about you when it comes to you and your issues. Did they check up on you? Did they make sure you're right? Did they dismiss your problems, right? And my answer would tell him, say, Junior, you're so fucking right. But I looked at him. You know what I said?
What?
A simple fucking answer. I said, Junior, if I can't be Michelle and be loved, who the fuck will be me? If the whole world is dismissive, no, seriously, and says, fuck them, I don't want to deal with their problems. Fuck them, I don't want to deal with their problems. Fuck them, I don't want to counsel them. Fuck them, I don't want to hear it. If the whole world becomes like that, then who will be the Michelle? Who will be the love? Who will be the counselor? Who will guide them to change their mindset? There has to be a Michelle out there. There has to be someone like there at me. It's a balance to the world.
Yes, but you don't always have to burden yourself. No matter if you're not there present, because God forbid one day you won't be here, people will find a way to figure out their own problems.
Thank you, and that's what I need to have them do. Yeah.
And sometimes they have to, figure things out on their own. I mean, people have to stand on their own 2 feet, think with their own mind, and not have to be influenced by other people.
That's true, but the world is so crippled right now. It's so messed up. And like, you know what? I'm just trying to be a person that
you should be an example.
Exactly. And I'm trying to be an example. But you know what? Right now, I'm not the greatest example. I think people see my life as like, damn, she parties a lot. Oh my God, look at Michelle. And one of the things that...
Well, that's a whole nother thing,
Yeah.
We don't have to unpack that.
No, don't unpack it. Don't unpack. You don't want to unpack that shit.
Yeah,
but one of the things that got thrown out to me that said, what? Michelle, you're so beautiful. Indicating that I can have anything I want, anyone I want it. And, just because you can doesn't mean you want to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, life's not all about that. It's just not. There's so much more to life than just symptomatic shit like that. Yeah. Or like, I hear people like, I wish I had your body. I wish I had your hair. Yeah. I wish I had your smile. And I'm like, Jesus. Like, it kind of it saddens me because when I look at the other person, I'm like, but you're beautiful.
People could only see what they see.
Yeah.
The words you post or the memes or whatever. True. They kind of probably overlook that. They just see you and they see qualities that they probably want for themselves. Yeah. And I get it.
People but Michelle goes through bad moments. Yeah. I go through sad moments.
You post on things. You look picture perfect because you go through 1,000 takes.
I mean, at least a fucking 1,000.
The right one, the right filter, the right angle, all that jazz. I get it. But, life's not like that. Yeah, it takes time. And
Yeah.
you know, it's people want those qualities that you perceive on
Yeah.
Instagram or Snap or whatever. But you know, it's like everyone wants that, you know, the better life. And
Yeah.
sometimes you perceive the better life, and you kind of show, you know, that little bit of grace that people are envious towards.
Yeah, and that's where it comes in from. There's no need to be envy over anybody's life, whether their success, whether they're goals driven. Just be happy for them.
Yeah.
You know, because if I see anybody succeed in anything, I want to be happy for them. You know, and I don't know, just how do you say it? I just dummy down some of my posting because it can seem arrogant or cocky, or you know what I mean, and I don't want to be like that.
You can post whatever you want. It's however you perceive your post should be.
Audience, did you hear that? I can post whatever I want. Stop judging me.
You heard it first, people. Right here, Michelle's gonna start an OnlyFans.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know if I'd have anybody on that would want to view me.
Just kidding. So let's go back to the very beginning. Well, not the very beginning, but okay. So you went. You're already in high school. I mean, you told me you did wrestling, which that was.
I love wrestling.
What, you did cheer? Were you really a cheerleader?
Yeah, but for like a second. It's just for a second. It just wasn't my thing. And you know what? I only did it for the boys because I really like this guy on the football team. And then I was like over him, so I was like, I'm good. So yeah, and my sister's friend was on that. You know, she didn't even know. My sister didn't even know, but that's Alexis. Crazy.
I didn't know that about you. I mean, all right, that's one thing that I didn't know about you. How about, you know, for the audience as well? But go ahead and tell me something probably you probably haven't shared.
Oh my God, there's so much things I haven't shared.
What stands out?
What's
the first thing? Usually the first thing that you could think of is probably the first thing that you're like, oh yeah, I should probably say that.
You know what? I would just tell the world that, I mean, the one thing about me is that I play piano.
Yes.
I was a worship leader for 6 years of my life.
Were.
And I'm being called back right now, actually, to it.
Really?
Yeah, I am. And I'm debating right now.
Okay.
I'm debating.
Tell us about that.
You know what? I loved what I did. So not only was I playing piano, not only was I worshiping and singing and ministering the word of God.
Singing too, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so
damn, we got microphones here, so we definitely gotta have a karaoke night.
Imagine like fucking all Mariah Carey.
I don't know. I'm the worst singer,
yeah.
So fuck. You don't even want me on a microphone.
No, listen though.
Unless it's a podcast.
Seriously, one of the greatest fucking moments of my life.
What's that?
That I miss absolutely was when I was in church. I would teach a class, and it was a ministry, and it was a class of youth, and they were the ages like 13, 14, 15, 16, like around that age group, right? Mm-hmm. Which I just absolutely adored. And the reason for that, because I felt that when I was talking to them, and they would just come to me with all their anxiety, all their depression, all their problems, all their happiness, and I would just get to talk into their world. I would get to switch their mind up. I would get to let them understand their worth and their value, and I definitely miss that. Okay. I definitely miss being a part of the youth and transforming their lives. I felt that it was a huge part of that transformation.
Well, I think by doing that, you were a big influence. And
definitely,
I'm pretty sure you're going to stand out in their mind. I know, like, I have a handful of teachers I remember were a big influence with me. How about you?
Well, you know what? I can tell you that there was 2 teachers that I just strictly remember, and one was Mr. Fuentes, and he was a sex education, which I was absolutely fucking in love with. Like I would go to class just smiling, and I would always be like, and whenever he asked a question about like something like, you know, about the sex ed, I would just raise my hand. I didn't even know the fucking answer. I didn't even care. I just wanted him to say my name.
Michelle? Yes.
No, he didn't call me Michelle. He would be like Andrea.
Michelle? Oh, okay. Yeah, so, I forget that for those that don't know. Miss Andrea.
So my real name is Andrea, but a lot of people don't go by it because I won't let you know about it unless you're like in my inner circle. It's funny. And so like, yeah, long story short, I would be like, Mr. Fuentes. And then he would be like, and he'd be like, yes, Andrea. And then it would go up to him after class because I guess he had like this thing that he had going on. He had to go to like DMV or some bullshit. Okay. And then I was like, you look good, Mr. Fuentes. Like, where are you going? I straight up said that. Yes. I was so confident.
Bad girl.
I was a really bad girl to this guy. This guy wanted to off me. He was like, bitch, you're going to get me in trouble. Like, I could see it in his every move. You know, he was like, get the fuck away from me. You're going to get me in trouble. Catch me a case. So, but I couldn't help it. He was just so fine. And the way he carried himself, I was like, damn. And it was funny. After, like, I'm not even kidding you. In my 20s, I literally tried looking for him.
Wow. You're funny.
Yeah, I'm so bad. But I didn't find him, thank God. So, you know what? I didn't find him. But thank God. That was so bad. And then another one that stood out to me was my 8th grade teacher, which was super fucking traumatizing.
Why?
But because he was a PE teacher.
Okay.
And his name was Mr. Kelly. And one day he got so fucking mad at us. We were in 8th grade and he was like, everybody get in my office. And we're like, fuck it. Yeah. So we all went to the office and he's like, everybody sit on the ground. And we're like, okay. We were like super in trouble because we didn't want to run.
Why? Oh, because of the running.
Yeah, we didn't want to run. We were just being lazy bitches. And so like.
So he had you all sit in his office?
Fuck yeah, he did. He was like, everybody sit down. Okay. But the craziest thing.
What?
Was when the motherfucker sat down on a chair and we were sitting on the ground, like literally. I couldn't help because he had the shortest shorts. You know that short shorts were fucking in style.
PE teachers.
The motherfucker didn't have any underwear on. So like I caught myself staring at the most peachiest balls I have ever seen in my life.
That's funny.
Peach fucking balls. And I was traumatized. This is the first time I've ever seen a fucking set of balls. You know, but keep in mind we didn't have fucking porn back in the day.
That's when puberty hits. I got you.
Yeah, but then we didn't have free fucking porn. Okay, we didn't have fucking free. Hey, let's go on there. We didn't have that shit. You know, we didn't. So you know, my eyeballs are lit. I'm seeing a fucking pair of balls hanging, and I'm just like. I turned to my friend Denise.
That's funny.
And I'm like, yo, his balls are hanging out. Like, should we tell him something? Or are we just going to leave him? So, disgusting me wants to get a look again. I don't.
Okay. Like, well, is the
I was like, wait,
clear?
yeah.
Okay.
I want to see what am I seeing what I'm really seeing here? So, like, then I turn and I'm like, yep, those are balls. Yep. So, you know, it was a fucking crazy experience that I'll never forget. It's like a mental picture stuck in my fucking head.
So that's an embarrassing moment that you remember by your teachers. But what about for you? Like anything stand out to you that was embarrassing?
Damn, I don't know.
Like, I mean, we've all had our little fucking moments where it's like, shit, you know? It's like that was a cringe moment or that was like embarrassing moment.
Fuck, I can't think
anything you want to share?
Anything. I'm thinking. Did I ever have an embarrassing moment? Okay, I mean, like... It's kind of reminded on a fucking TikTok. What? But I mean, this has always been a stupid moment of mine. It still happens this very fucking day.
Okay, what is it?
And when I go to the movies, because I'm a big movie freak. I love going to the movies. Tell. Yeah. So I always catch myself doing the same fucking shit. And I go over there and I order my fucking tickets, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm going and I'm like, whatever. And then I go to the fucking ticket ripper person. Yeah. And then the person tells me the same shit each time. Enjoy your movie. I'm like, you too. Yeah, and then my mind goes into the you too. Wait, you too.
It's kind of like when people like order their food and like, here you go, enjoy. God. And like, yeah, you too. I was like what? Fuck, you're gonna enjoy my food too?
Yeah. It's a stupid moment.
It's an impulse. It's one of those things where people go on autopilot and you don't realize the conversation. Yeah. You just have like that knee jerk reaction. You're just like, okay, yeah, you too.
Yeah, but I'm so like bubbly. I'm like, oh, I mean, you know what I mean. Like I tell him, I just tell him like, oh, my bad.
Well, I was expecting a little more dirt, more juice.
Dude, I'm trying to think of dirt and juice that I've been honestly.
This is the most embarrassing thing that you could think of that comes out.
Fuck, I can't really think of any. I'm not even just saying that because I'm not even embarrassed. I'm not even an embarrassed person. Okay. To think of anything.
Oh, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, you gotta come back to that because I'm thinking like, fuck, what is the most embarrassing moment that I had? And I can't think of any embarrassing moment that I really had. You know what it is? It's because any probably embarrassing moment that I honestly had in life.
You probably like blocked it out.
No, I probably got out of it. I'm such a joker. I'm such a joker. It's like a comedy show. Like Joker says, my life is nothing but a comedy show.
It is.
So
it's a great movie.
That's how I look at it. And you know what's funny about that?
What?
I take these selfies all the time in my bathroom.
Yes, I think we all know that.
But I try to dummy him down because I got haters. I'm just being real. And I got to dummy it down because they don't want to see me. So, and I'm like, dude, to help you, guess what? I won't snap as much. Guess what? I won't Instagram as much. But then now I'm like, fuck you. So now, here I have this picture in the background. And it's of the Joker. And he says, nothing. I used to think my life was tragic, but now I realize it's nothing but a comedy show.
What does that mean to you?
Fuck, man.
How do you interpret that?
Dude, in so many ways. Like, I used to think like my life was just on display for everybody. It was just tragic, like the shit that I went through in life, But now I realize, fuck it. It's a fucking comedy show. It's for everybody to take in. You want to fucking learn? I am an entertainer 100%. If I can compare myself
you're definitely an exhibitionist. You show your pictures, and you always take the time to conversate. So you entertain. You host parties. We just had your party just last weekend. So.
Yeah, it was a great turnout, like it always is.
Great turnout.
Yeah, I hear some shit, but I can't say it. If I repeat it right here, it's it.
But it was a good time. Honestly, it was like good drinks, good food, good music.
I'm a little extra, but you know what? I love it. I love who I am. And the people that showed up that day, it clearly showed me who was really there. So you know what? I loved it. I had a great fucking time. I always have a great time anywhere I go.
Well, anytime you host a party, we always have a great time.
Yeah, we do.
But I think we got to take it on. I know me and my wife Amanda, we'll
I'm
host
waiting.
the next one.
I'm waiting.
Well, my birthday coming up.
I'm excited about that. That's on the 3rd,
That's
right?
on the 3rd.
Look, I got it down on the 3rd. Next Sunday already, right?
Yeah, this Sunday.
This Sunday. Oh my fucking God. Okay.
It's the 28th.
Hey, edit that part out because I almost forgot.
What?
No, right? So wait, are we supposed to dress casual?
You dress whatever you want.
Fuck yeah. That's a fucking moment right there where you can just dress wherever you want and do what you want. I like that.
It's my backyard. I just got to remember to clean all the dog shit.
Keeping it real. When real goes wrong.
I got 4 little dogs, so stay away from the grass.
Yeah.
Don't be stepping on the grass.
Yeah. You know what, though, Jeezy? Life, I'm in your house right now.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Your wife, stunning.
Oh, she's a knockout.
Fucking, and not even that, just her heart alone.
Yeah.
Would just, people wouldn't understand. And so, like, I look at all your surrounding, the accomplishments that you personally made, like even your Tesla to her Mercedes to, like, you would think that we were materialistic, but it's not. People don't, they have to look further into that. It's not about that. It's about, it took us a fucking minute to get where we're at. It took me tears, man.
Yeah,
you think I gave up?
Tears.
Yeah. You think I wanted to fucking sit up at night doing homework or surrender some of my time? Like, I went to school. I busted my ass for this to accomplish what I'm accomplishing right now. You think I just became a principal just because? Or no, did I sweat my own sweat? Did I fucking cry my own tears to get where I'm at? You know what I mean? And so, like, when I look at what you've accomplished, I know what you've accomplished. I've seen you when you were younger. I've known you since I was 16?
Yeah, since you were a kid.
Dude, 16, and I've seen you and you've seen me, and we've seen each other grow. And so, like, I think that's why we respect each other on such a massive level, because we get it. We don't see ourselves as shallow, materialistic, or we just see ourselves as goal orientated and trying to do what our parents did, trying to accomplish what they accomplished.
Yeah, I feel like my parents. I know I'm special in that way where I've had their experience, wisdom, seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
Their guidance. Great. They had the patience for me, and I always wanted to kind of do what they did, but one up.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm there, but there's more to do. And you know what? It's like they really made their sacrifice for us to shine, and I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah. And you know what? You're doing an amazing job. Here I am at age 37, living it up, like, yeah, okay, I'm single right now. What do I do on my free time? I play piano. I love it.
Which you sound great.
Thank you. I love it.
Have you learned the song I asked you to learn?
Let's not ask that, Jeezy. No, I haven't. But you know what? That is a very difficult song to learn. That is. I've learned a little bit of it, but not all of it. And it is very difficult. So here I am, like I said, just doing me.
Yeah.
Just doing me. I just want to do me. Like, I just want to live.
Do you, and don't let other people's influence bother you?
Easier said than done, but you're right. I'm getting to that point right now.
More fortune cookie wisdom.
More fortune cookie. I love the fortune. I need these fucking fortune cookies. Where are they at, dude? Where are you getting them?
Those cliches, those sayings, they stand out for a reason. They're cliches for a reason because people, I don't know. Maybe I've always been around people. I've been fascinated with people with wisdom. So I just,
you know what? Not even that. You're fascinated with wisdom. I noticed that about you. I'm fascinated, absolutely obsessed. Obsessed. That's a great fucking word. With behavior. Behavior. 100%.
Meaning what?
Yeah. Why do people choose this? Why do people choose to go down this road? If you could go down this road, why not choose the happiness? Why go down the dark road? Why do you choose the negative or the positive? Like the whys to the beatitudes and behaviors.
You're going to drive yourself crazy if you
keep
100%. Worrying about the whys. And again,
no. I do it because I've always wanted to be a psychologist after that.
I get it.
You know?
Yeah, but
so
sometimes you don't know why people do things. Because here's the thing.
Yeah, there's two things, good and evil.
To know the answer to things, you have to know the equation.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't know all the variables to that equation. So I look at it, I approach it as math. Which I was another math nerd.
I do math it out. So sometimes I'm able to understand it. And then sometimes I'm not. The math is always greatest. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're not going to always get it. You're right. Yep. But there's sometimes, for me, it's an 80% chance that I'm going to get it, you know? And so, like, I think, it's funny. This girl told me, because I'm going to Chapman. I'm going to sign into the University of Chapman now. So I did get accepted in this other school, which is crazy, which is San Bernardino University.
Are both of these online or are these?
No, they were in person, and I got kicked out. Okay, so I got kicked out.
Really?
100%. Yes. Okay, but let me tell you why I got kicked out. Because I was supposed to be in class, and I wasn't being responsible. I wasn't showing up. I wasn't in that class, but I wasn't signing in. And then I got kicked the fuck out. And I was like, fuck. I threw away kind of like that semester. But am I welcome to come back? 100%. I'm able to. Good. But I kind of at that time frame, I think it was meant to happen because I kind of found myself in a position where I wanted to go to Chapman right off of where Van Buren was at. Yeah. So right now, I think it gave me a chance to reflect and say, okay, do you want to be a psychology major? Mm-hmm. And get paid for counseling? Yeah. Or do you want to go into be a high school principal? Okay. I mean, what is it that you want, Michelle? Yeah, here it is at the palm of your hands.
What's going to drive you?
You know what? I don't fucking know. I'm still looking.
You still looking?
I'm still at that doorstep of like, what's going to push you to do finally what you want to do? What's going to be that answer? Like, I think everything right now that's happening in my life now is going to make that leap for me later. Like, I have until the end of fucking almost summer to make the leap. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just letting everything play out. And then I'm saying, okay, let's see how everything plays the fuck out in my life. And then I think at that given time, I'm going to know exactly what to do.
Okay. Well, as long as you're passionate for it, as long as you know what you're going for, what you want, that's all that matters. You got the right support of your friends and family.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. The right people I do. And let me tell you, Jeezy, it took 6 months for me to figure out who the right people were. 6 fucking months, man. So, like I said, I'm so grateful. Like, and just to see my friends pushing me to be better, like my real friends, my real, truly, I love you, Michelle. Like, fuck, you're badass. Let's keep going. Yeah. Hey, don't let that shit stir you up. Keep going. Hey, what the fuck is that? Get out of it. Go. Hey, you're in the hole. Let me pick you up. This is crazy shit in my life. I think, honestly, let's be real, Jeezy. You've always seen me as a strong person. Yeah. As a, like, you fucked with me. You're always a fighter. Yeah, tough, fuck you.
And I've always had that strong disposition.
But I think maybe let's kind of agree, and it's okay to put it out there. This is probably a little bit of weak time that you saw me, like a mental like weakness in me. But now, I don't see it that way. You don't see it that way?
No.
You don't see it that way? I love that you said that. Yeah. I think so because, I don't think so, and I do think so. I think I'm just transforming into loving those who can't love themselves. That's all it is. So the love is plain. I can't say that love is weak. It's not. It's the most strongest fucking thing you can give somebody. Yeah. But for me, I would consider it, because I've always been such a badass. I've considered like that part of me to be like weak. Like, man, don't be fucking weak. Come on, fuck this person. Or like, yeah, I was about to say something that I shouldn't have said. But, fuck these individuals. Go forward with your life, and just the weakness. Like I said, it's not weak. It's the love and the example. You said to be the example.
You always have to be that shining example because you always have eyes on you and you always have people that look up to you.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what I keep wanting to be the
just
example.
Be the best you. I always say just keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid.
It's the KISS method, if those who haven't heard it. But it's
Tell us about that. Stupid. Keep it
simple. So it's an acronym. So acronym is just KISSS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid. And you're talking about your audience.
Just
is that what you're talking about? You're talking about anything in general, like don't open up to the world. What are you talking about here?
Just anything in general. It's like.
But I don't think I keep that method. Keep it simple, stupid.
No,
I don't think. I think I'm very complicated.
You're trying to figure out the why. That's your thinking, and sometimes you're gonna drive yourself crazy thinking about the why.
You know what? I think it just has to boil down to why people do what they do because they're shitty. Why do people do what they do because they're awesome?
Their actions are their actions.
Exactly.
So it's not up to you to figure it out. You could analyze it. You could think about it, but don't let it become your obsession where it just fucks with you.
You know
where
what?
It doesn't fuck with your energy.
You're right. It's what behavior has always been my like number one too, and it's just so funny because it fucking cracks me up though, because it's like I don't like to use this word, but I'm gonna say it because it's like the best analogy out there when you think about it. It's like me when coming to you, I'm trying to play and fuck with you. Like I'm saying, like okay, I try to play you. You know what I mean? Right. Like I'm trying to lie to you, but you know me better than that. You're like looking at me like, man, Michelle, like stop fucking playing me. Huh. And so it's funny, a lot of the time. And I just said this on one of my Snapchats. Funny, okay. I didn't post it today though. I should have posted it. But on one of my Snapchats, I said, act dumb. And I winked and I said, but be smart. And what I mean by that is just, I always tell everybody, when you see me acting dumb on social media, when you see me acting dumb to your stupid shit that you're saying or whatever, it's funny. I love it. Hey, I fucking love this part of me. I act dumb with you. But in reality, I'm already fucking caught on to you. I've already caught on to everything. Like, you know what I mean? Why? It's just because logic and common sense, you can't fight against logic and common sense. You can't fight against what's logic. If I throw a fucking brick up in the air, it's going to come down and hit me. Or I possibly might. Or it's going to land on something, right? That brick's going to fucking hurt something. So it's like for me, I've always dealt in my life with logic and common sense. And I got to bring up Caesar for this. I got to. I got to give him credit where credit's due. Caesar always told me, when I would catch on to like bullshit or like bullshit people were fucking doing or saying or like the lies that they would do, right? I wouldn't tell them that I knew. I would never tell them I knew. I would just be like, oh, okay, play dumb and be like, oh, okay. And then, twist my fucking hair, smile, show my pearly white teeth, be like, okay, like a fucking valley girl, act fucking dumb. But you know what? In reality, I knew exactly what they were up to. And so I would turn to Caesar and I'd be like, hey, this person, seeing this person doing this, and then he would look at me and say, you're such a witch, like not like a bitch, like but like literally he would call me like a oral, like a person that fucking saw things ahead of their time. And then he wouldn't believe me. It was funny when me and Caesar were like dating or whatever, or like even to the now, like I still talk to Caesar, and I'll tell him shit like that's gonna happen, and then it'll fucking happen. And he said, and he'll look at me like, how did you know that? The
little breadcrumbs and
the equation.
It all led to that direction.
Exactly.
So you're probably like, well, that's the logical sense.
But no, not even just the logic. It's been there, done that though.
Yeah.
You've been there, done that through your experiences. I've fucking lied the same lie you're giving me. Motherfucker, like I've been there.
It's so funny. You kind of say that. It's kind of like reminds me of a story with me and my dad.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I was a kid and I was out with friends and smoking.
Yeah.
And he's all like, you smell like cigarettes. He's, oh yeah, there were some people that were smoking. I was just in the area with them.
Yeah.
He's all right. Grabs my hand, smells my fingers. No, you were smoking. And I was like, God,
oh shit.
Damn. Like I had nothing. I was dead speechless.
But you know what? Because you thought you were smarter at that time.
Well, I was trying to avoid any kind of persecution. Any of that. So it was kind of like, okay, well, no, there was people around me smoking. But he had the wisdom to be like, let me smell your fingers. Like a detective. Detective would just know what to look for.
Yeah.
And then just smelled my hand. I was like, no, you were smoking. I was like, Well, bravo to you, because I didn't say
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
I just kept quiet, and I was like, are we almost home?
Oh my gosh. But see, like, let's be real. That's when you were caught. No, seriously. Because let's be real. When we
What?
were young, we thought we could outsmart the older, but we didn't take into account that,
Their wisdom.
hey, these motherfuckers been there,
gone
done
through
that.
it. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, do you hear that out there? We cannot be fucking played. So, and it's funny because I just, you know what? All you could do is just smile during that time frame. I catch my kids all the time fucking acting stupid and lying. And you're like, oh my God. Or like, I can't throw them under there, but, I'm sure like Aaron Jr. had their moments, and a lot of people don't know this about me, but so I'll just say it real fast. You would think I'd have 2 kids, which I do. But I also helped raise another 3 set of kids, which was Elias Jr. and Aaron, which I absolutely love as well as my own children, honestly. And it's crazy. I haven't even brought him up during the process of this, but like,
You have a couple times.
Yeah, I love them.
Junior.
Yeah,
especially.
Junior's off the chain. And he's always, he's been such an amazing person through this whole 6 months of mine, I want to say. And everybody's probably wondering, why the fuck do you keep referring back to 6 months? Because I'm going to tell you one fucking last time that I have been separated for those 6 months. Or, so it's not easy. It's not easy mentally, and it's not easy.
It's not
like,
easy,
it's not, because you got to balance a lot of things.
You're doing a lot of reflection. And
100%.
Yeah, it's the process, and we all process differently.
Yeah.
So you were saying, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. And no, it's okay. I love that. When you say your behalf, it's always good to hear wisdom. So, and here I am raising these kids, but here I am with Junior coming into play and saying a lot of things I can't say right now on air, obviously, but I would say this much. He's definitely been there, and Aaron has been there. I can't say that they haven't. Aaron's like, they're just fucking good children, man. They're fucking good, hearted children. And
every time I see them and talk to them, and they introduce themselves, and always a handshake and a hug, and they're great kids.
And they found good girls. Even Brooke, she's amazing with Andrew. You have Gabby, who is, hi. she, you know what? And let me tell you something about Gabby.
All great girls.
Let me tell you something about Gabby. Motherfuckers out there. She might act fucking stupid, but she's not fucking stupid. That's another act. It's just a fucking act. It's just what we want you to remember us as fun, and but she's not. She's fucking smart, and she thinks she's fooling me, but I know what's up. She's fucking smart. And then you got Kiara, which is hella book smart. She gets in her fucking university, out showing all of us. I mean, really? I love it. I love it. So I'm very proud. The more I sit back in these 6 months, I am very proud of who they're becoming, Andrew, I need to kick his ass a little more. I bet
you've been a big influence through this time.
I would like to think that I was. I would like to think it was because of me. They did something, but I would definitely say that.
The same for your nieces as well.
Oh, my niece Alyssa is amazing, and Arlene.
To you and they
Jacob.
They probably come to you,
Nathan.
Because they want to spend time with you and hang out.
You know what? I've never. You know what? You bringing this to my attention, Jeezy, and I'm being 100. Like, you saying that they like to spend time with me brings me back into the reality of like, damn, I am their example too. You
are. You have to be that shining example.
And Alyssa, like, she loves kicking it with me. Just to like, when I say stupid shit, she looks at me and she's fucking laughing, and I'm like, dude, am I that? I throw myself out there as an idiot, She's a
great kid, and she was here for the first podcast.
She was.
I feel super bummed out that we didn't record it because my audio, whatever.
She was. She's amazing.
We should have her on the next time, and have her speaking. Your sister too.
I love Desiree. She's another one of my sisters. Like, I love Vanessa. But my go-to bitch, I would say definitely was my sister. Like, Desiree, dude, literally, I know there's not a damn fucking thing in this world that she wouldn't give me. Like, that, she's been amazing too. I mean, there's so many people around my life that you've got me to remember right now, who's honestly have been there for me, like, true shit, like, who really enjoy my time. I mean, they don't hate on me, they don't wish anything bad upon me. If I make an accomplishment, they're there for it. I mean, honestly, like, these kids, even of mine, like, I think, Andrew, Nathan, Junior, Aaron, Elias, you know, even Alyssa or Lean, I have to name them all because then I
No,
feel like
no,
I'm a
of course.
Grammy fucking award here. You know, Jacob.
Like,
you
wrap
know,
it up. Come on.
yeah. I'm trying to fucking sit here and like throw their names out there so they know
Shout
how.
out to-
Yeah, shout out to so and so A to the
So-and-so.
side right here. Miracle, Tarina, you got Nikki, you got Mimi. I can shout out to all the people in the world. You
There
know,
you go.
and Marsha. You know,
Yeah,
So,
when this goes live, I mean, you could share it
Dude,
to everyone, and
you know
they'll
what?
listen,
I have
so.
all these fucking fantastic people that surround me.
Good.
Fantastic motherfuckers. Like,
Be that example.
you know,
just be
and
that good, solid example.
yeah. And so, you
That's
know
why I
what?
say just be the best you.
They make me the best me because let's be honest
There
with
you
you.
go.
Like, you got the best of you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really the people who surround you that are really for you, who allow you to be the best of you, who even add to who they are in the best of you. And so I love to say that you got to be willing to add who you are to someone.
Well, you surround yourself with positivity and people like that, you're
Yeah.
just going to keep on shining.
Yeah.
Negativity, obviously, you want that, like, off to the left, you know? But, yeah. You just keep shining, keep showing who you are. Don't overthink, like I always tell you, you know, you just don't
Dude, I hate the
overthink
fact that everybody knows I'm an overthinker.
I know it's like you're like running a program in your head, and you just keep like you don't have all the equation in there, but you're still trying to figure it out. It's like you know, just focus your energy on the right things.
And I think that's where a lot of things came, like, fuck it. Because, like, you know what? I think I was trying not to overanalyze, overthink. So,
Yes.
in a moment where I just gave up, kind of, I was like, fuck it. Like, you know, it is what it is. You know what? And I got a confession to make since we're here.
Go ahead.
I'm calling off on Wednesday because
Yeah?
I'm going to Knott's Berry Farm.
Fucking A.
I'm having a fucking
Who
moment.
are you taking nuts?
Okay, so it's not that I'm taking anybody to Knott's, but
Well,
I
who
mean,
are you going with?
kind of self-invited myself with Gabby
Okay.
and Aaron.
Okay.
And then, like, I'm taking Nathan and Elias. And then Dee's having a fucking moment. So now Desiree's like, let's get on board. And then Alyssa and Arlene. So it's kind of like we just had a fucking day. We're very spontaneous people.
That's good. As
am-
you should be.
You know I'm spontaneous, though.
I know. I wish I was more like that. I mean, the
Yeah.
only time is like, yeah, we go on trips just randomly. Like, hey, you want to go here? Like, yeah, let's go here.
Yeah, we
But
have
I wish,
fucking
you know,
moments.
I had that kind of like more of the group would just want to spontaneously do something.
Dude, I'm super spontaneous. I don't know where it's coming from. You know, and I was even telling him about my trip to Africa. Like, dude, there's so much things coming up in my life right now. And it's all boils down to wanting to be spontaneous. I don't want to be like the rest of the world. One thing I don't want to do when I leave this earth, I don't want to be fucking sitting downstairs.
No, I'm just playing.
Oh, I was like, wait. I'm
A
like,
little
what's
hand
going on?
gesture. You
Oh,
just
yeah,
keep
I talk
talking
with my
your hand
hands.
gestures. So
like,
I'm
wait,
like
what's going on here?
imitating like a mirror. For those that can't see, obviously,
Yeah, I'm
this
like,
is
wait, what's
audio,
going on
not
here? What the
video.
fuck?
Like, what was that long pause
Yeah, I was like,
for?
what?
I don't get it. What are they doing?
Yeah, what are they doing? No,
Huh.
so it's funny because, long story short, look at you, you're still remembering.
Go ahead.
I can't even fucking think anymore.
I know. I'm just teasing you.
No, I'm just kidding. So, you know, I hate saying it like this,
Like
but
what?
maybe it'll help somebody that's listening.
Okay.
I fucking refuse. And when I say refuse, I refuse to sit my ass down every day and watch TV and do nothing. Like, I don't want to die
No, I
watching
get it.
TV,
You don't want to be that old
watching
cat
fucking
lady.
shows and never getting out of the house. You have people who are just homebodies. They
Yeah.
just want to be homebodies. They want to do drugs and just sit there, and I just can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. You know what? I'm like this. I said, you know what? I don't know when I'm going to die. I could die tomorrow. I could die when I leave here today.
Yeah.
But I know this. If I were to die today, though, Jeezy, 100%. I know for a fact that I pretty much lived a lot of things that people didn't even get to. So, you know what? I've shared a lot of moments with family members and friends that most didn't get to. So, you know what? I want to keep reliving those moments because I don't know when I'm going to leave here. And you know what? I don't think I'd be satisfied with myself living downstairs on a fucking couch, watching shows, watching TV. For what? I wasted my
other
time.
people live life like through
Fucking Facebook,
platforms and
Instagram,
watching
Snapchat.
other
Yeah.
people do it. Yeah, no, I agree with 100. I mean, that's why I'm kind of the same way, man. I'll go for a hike. I'll go for a run. I'll go travel, go do this, do that.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You're right. Because at any minute, that's it. You know, game over.
Yeah.
There's no, put in another quarter or anything like that. Like, game of life is over. So you should always live life to the fullest, and you're obviously doing it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it. I don't want to say I'm doing it, but
No,
I'm
you are doing it.
Well, maybe I am doing it. Maybe
I mean,
you're right.
how many people are out there bungee jumping?
How many people are out there calling off going to Knott's Berry Farm?
Jumping out like they're like a yo-yo.
Yeah. You know what? But I'll do, like, I'm about to switch it up. Today's the day I'm about to switch it up. So you know what?
New hairdo?
No, fuck the hairdo. It's not about the image.
Okay,
it's
then what?
about
Switch it up?
Switch it up. What I mean by that.
Mentality?
Yeah, mentality. Thank you.
Okay.
It's about the mentality for me.
Fuck
See,
it.
fuck it. You know, as Jesse would say, me and Jesse, you know, I don't know if you know Jesse. Do you know Jesse?
You never introduced me.
Oh my God. We always call him white boy Jesse. I hate saying it like
Okay.
that, but let's just say it. We always say like, fuck it, duck it, and put it in a bucket. Meaning like, fuck it, duck it. Let's just throw it in a fucking bucket, you know?
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest sayings. And you know, one of the greatest sayings I definitely have to shout out for Jesse. He said to me one day, and one of the greatest things I've ever fucking heard from somebody.
What's that?
He said, you know what? And I just looked at it one day and he was like, I let you live because by letting you live helps me live. Wow, I couldn't believe he said that, because he didn't feel at that point maybe that he was living, but by letting me live and be wild and spontaneous, I'm like, hey Jess, let's go here. And so Jess would go. And so like, it's funny, like,
I
just
get it.
Yeah, and just to see his transformation too is just amazing, you know? So you do make a good impact in people's life. And then some you try and they don't want to take it. And so then you just have to like do what you can while you can.
Well, I mean,
know?
for those, like, again, you throw the invite out there.
Yeah.
They don't reciprocate, then okay. Well, on to the next person who wants to come with me, who wants to come on an adventure, who wants to go travel, who wants to go wherever. You know, as long as you have some company, it's all that matters.
Yeah. I agree with that. 100%. Good company, though.
Good company.
Good company.
Yeah.
No negative. Good company. You got to have somebody just as
always
wild.
Gotta surround yourself with positivity. So we're getting close to almost an hour and a half. So
Yeah,
how
right.
about some last minute words of wisdom, some last minute story, maybe some little anecdotal story you want to share, or any thoughts, anything before we wrap this up?
So, okay. Here I am. I want to give words of wisdom, I would say. I would say live your life. And I don't want to say to the fullest, because I hate saying that, because there's no such thing as living your fucking life to the fullest. But I want to say live your life. Love the people around you. Respect them. Adore them, because whatever you're mad at, whatever you're bitter about, whatever you're shallow about, is not going to be worth it at the end game of losing somebody that's really awesome, amazing. And when you do actually lose that person, like my aunt, like when she passed away, my Aunt Patty, absolutely the greatest influence that I've ever had in my life.
It's great.
You know, the Sotos, I want to say. But I want to say that when we lost her, we fell apart. So she was one of the greatest examples that by love, you know, showing love and stuff like that. Definitely, I love my Aunt Patty. I mean, nobody knows who she really was. She died of cancer, unfortunately. You know, shout out to Grant, Jeff, and
great woman. I
Eric,
remember
you know?
meeting her, and she always had that sunny disposition.
Man,
cheerful,
she kept us all together.
Happy. Yeah, her house was like the hub of everybody.
So a lot of people that don't know this about me, and I'll say it on the record before we edit out, I was full of like, not hate, I don't want to say that, but like anger. But she came and shed a light on me that she taught me love. She was one of the first people that taught me love, and how you should always invite everybody, how you should always love the unlovable. And
I like to think you carry on her traditions of just, you know, having people come over.
I do, and I do.
Your
I
house
try.
is like that. It's kind of like that hub, how
It
her house
is.
was like that. So
It is. And you know what? And that's why I think I'm really close with Grant. You know, my cousin Grant. And I would like to think, you know, I'm picture crazy. I post everything. And she was like that. She took pictures of everything.
it's so funny.
Yeah.
One of your cousins, Dallas, she actually showed me an old photo, an old family photo. It had like Eric and Grant and Jeff all in the photo. And I think it was like also her and the other girls. Yeah. I was like, wow, that's an old photo. And I was like, man, these guys were super young. I think they were probably like in their teens, maybe pre-teens. And then all the other little girls were like little girls.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, oh wow, I didn't see it
Yeah.
until just now, and I was just,
Yeah.
how funny.
You know what? And honestly, Jeezy,
What?
I know we're gonna wrap it up, but I need to
We
say
are.
that. I need to say this because I
ahead.
think a lot of people, and this needs to be on record. At my Aunt Patty, I think I'm gonna give her the most honor of who I turned out to be. I am loved because of her, not only because of Jesus Christ and God that I have in my life, but because of the greatest example that I could have honestly fucking had in my life was my Aunt Patty. And so, like, I'm going to be honest with you. Nobody, and I don't care, and I know Grant, and I know Jeff, and I know Eric know this. Nobody expected her to die from cancer.
Yeah.
Nobody expected her to be taken out. She beat it before, and it took 7 years to come back. You know, I always say it was like a mutate, and it came back.
Yeah.
And I remember this specific memory. It was the most horrible memory, but I want to share it because in honor of her. I go to the hospital, you know, because she's there, and she's about to have surgery. So I wanted to be there. You know, I wanted to be there for that surgery. This was like my fucking mother. This was my mother because, you know, I had my mom, but not the greatest relationship with my mom, but my Aunt Patty was my fucking mother, you know? And so when I show up to the hospital, they tell me where she's at, and they told me to go to the room upstairs. I head upstairs, and by all means, this was the craziest fucking moment in my life. I'm entering in this hall, you know? And when I'm entering in this hall, I'm going to her room. All of a sudden, I see these two people take her out. And I, you know what? I hate saying this, but I didn't notice her because at this time she lost her hair.
Okay.
She lost a lot of things already. Okay?
Okay.
She was losing her hair. So when I saw her coming out, I saw her legs, and her legs were inflated. And I'm sharing this for a reason. I have a reason why I'm sharing this. And I saw her bruised up. Or she started having bruising on her body. And I looked at her, and it was going to make me sad. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
And I'm sorry because I want to be real at this moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to be real. I don't care. And I said, hey, she's like, they're taking me downstairs. And I was walking with her as they were taking her in this elevator. And I was the only one there. I was the only one there. There was nobody else there. I was there. And God, for whatever God reason, I was there. And I walk in the elevator with her, and she said, and I holded her hand. One of the greatest last times I holded her hand, and I said, hey, I was like, everything's going to be okay. And then she looked at me, and she's like, yeah, everything's going to be okay. Look, I'm having surgery right now, and I'm going to be fine. Hey. And she grabs me tight, and she says, don't cry. And I didn't cry like a baby in front of her, but tears just naturally came down. I couldn't fucking help it. I just couldn't help seeing her bruised up the way she was, things up her nose, fucking bandaged the way she was. I couldn't take it. And so she looks at me, she grabs me, and she said, everything's going to be okay. She said, I beat this. I'm going to beat it. And I just said, yeah, you are. You are. I went downstairs and I bawled. I went outside of the fucking hospital. Nobody knows this to this day. But I went outside of the fucking hospital. I bawled like a bitch. And I prayed like a bitch. Like I was like, God, don't take her. Don't take her from us. Like she's like the only thing we have keeping this family. Don't take her. And then when the doctor opened her up and obviously couldn't do anything because it had spread, we knew then. We knew then. And it was one of the hardest moments that this family has ever incurred. And unfortunately, it was the greatest separation of the Soto family ever. And therefore, I choose at this moment to be love. I choose to be who she wanted me to be. It's a fight every day, Jeezy. My mentality.
Well, you're living on her legacy.
Yeah.
By being you.
To like, I want to hate people, dude. I want to push people aside that did me dirty. But every time I think about her, I think of like the love that I have. So if I want to give anybody wisdom, like I said, we were supposed to end this, but I had to say it.
No, it's okay.
The wisdom is love those because you don't know how long they're in your life.
True.
You know, cherish the ones that want to bring you together. People like me that want to see you do better and succeed. Yeah. Because if there ain't a Michelle out there, man, then there's probably other fucking people out there that don't give a fuck if you fail. They're not willing to give the hand. So cherish the people who really truly care for your mindset and your and who you are as a human being and push you for everything you have.
That's great. Great words of wisdoms. And we're going to end that on that high note.
Yes.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you.
Sorry for the sad
being
moment.
here. No, I mean this is what we want. So
Yeah.
we want some open honesty and open conversation. So
Yeah.
all right, buddy.
Bye.
Thank you so
MC
much.
in the house. Later.
Bye.